All right, people. Good night. Good night. Good night. Hopefully, everyone is doing fantastic. First of all, let me know if you hear me clearly, as clear as mud. All right, so people. First of all, let me tell you this. I do apologize if you see me sweating. I do apologize for that because I live in Portmore, where the sun, the heat. This is where it all happens. So anything that you're feeling anywhere else in Jamaica, you're feeling the essence of what we feel in Portmore. The essence, just the essence you're feeling of what we feel in Portmore. The heat, the sun, the baking. This is where it all happened. I think that's why they call it Portmore the Sunshine City. People, we don't get rain. We only get sunshine. Yeah, so it's hot. And two things for me personally. Two things. I have an AC at home, but each time I turn on that AC, it's the JPS giving me a grand salute, like I'm in the army. That is the JPS saluting me. Each time I turn on my AC, this is the JPS. So I don't want the JPS to consistently salute me. So sometimes I just bear the heat. And when I'm ready for go in bed, turn on the AC for 30 minutes, let it cool down the place. Yeah, that's what I have to do. Anyways, people, please do smash the like button. It's very, very important that you guys smash the like button. Let me tell you why it's so important that you guys smash the like button. It tells the algorithm that you like the video. Not that you hit the like button, but that you enjoy what is being said, you enjoy what is happening. That's what it does. That's what it really does. It tells the algorithm that. So each time you hear us saying smash the like button, it's very important to hit the like button. That's the sole purpose. That's the reason why we say it. If you're hearing me clearly, let me know if you're hearing me clear and crisp and clean. If not, I can change the mic, I can adjust the mic. Just let me know that. Give me a thumbs up and say audio is good in the comment section so that I know exactly that you guys are hearing me quite clearly. So because this video was not set at a particular time period, it's just a random video, I implore you guys to smash that like button. I implore you guys to smash that like button. Mash it up. Really and truly mash it up. Alright, so the question is, are the Reggae Boyz really ready for the 2023 Gold Cup campaign? Many people have been seeing so much things happening. People have said, hey, yes, we are ready. This, that, rated. But the question is, are we really, really ready? Now, you can see that there are friendlies being put in place. There are a few friendlies that are being already put, Jordan and Qatar are already put in place. So the date when the team is going to travel, this and that, all these things is sorted. But I'm not speaking on an administrative level. I'm speaking on a player personnel level. One, will we get all the available best players possible to participate in the Gold Cup? That's one. Will these players, despite being our best available players, are these players currently performing at optimum best? That's two. Three, will this team have the cohesion and chemistry needed to be successful in this Gold Cup campaign? Those are the three circumstances. Now, the fourth aspect I'm going to discuss is what possible the team will look like. What are the possibilities? What are the features, the characteristics of the players? How will our team look? We already know that Al Grimson want to play a 4-4-2 system, because that's basically the easiest system to reset and reprogram some players in. Very, very easy to do. But certainly, it has a balance. Now, the importance of what I'm saying here is going to coincide with what I have to show you guys at the end of the video. So please stick around. And as I say before, we have over 30 persons watching. It will be very, very important to hit that like button. Let's get the likes up, people. Let me take a sip. Yes, I mean I drink with straw. And them say bad man that drink with straw. Unfortunately, me and the bad man. Unfortunately. Government badness be dealing. Yeah. Unfortunately. Anyways, so hopefully you guys are doing good. I really, really hope that you guys are doing good. Hope that everyone is having a wonderful, already have a wonderful day and actually just relaxing. Maybe just chilling out in the night. This is going to be a short video. It won't be a long one. I'm trying to not make it a long one. I tried my best to not make it a long one, people. Alright, so let me give a little shout out to our channel members. Let's see. Alright, so as you can see there, the two patrons we have Raymond, Austin, and Ravon Bennett. For the channel members now, these are the military squad members. We have the original Zilla, Jeremy and Sweet, Rose Gold, David Beckham, Feather 5, Black Icon 40, Kyle Wallace from the Reggae Boyz Supporters Club, Lee Bell, Marsden Ricketts, Jamil Winter, Roko Reacts, Devon Hughes. Angelica River is not longer with us. Ireland Cup is also not longer with us. But guess what? B. Ellisworth is still with us. And my respect, my massive respect to all those members. And definitely, channel sponsors, give them a shout out. As you can see here, SAP Sports, definitely give them a shout out. Check them out. You support them, you support us. And check them out on IG at SAP Sports 4. Now, let's get into the meat of the matter. Guys, Tevin Campbell said, Guna, you always are run go sleep. No, you know, really and truly some FIFA I go play. I run some FIFA. Beat up. So let me tell you something. So let me give a shout out. I could give a shout out to a person I play FIFA with. And me not lie. In bad on me. I be honest truth. In bad on me. I mean, I'm tell people say, me not best, but I am actually really good at FIFA. I'm really, really good at FIFA. But this youth here, rough man. And fortunately, him alone want to play. Because him bad. And that is the level where I try to be. But really and truly, the truth is that I haven't been playing for a long while. So definitely, I just get it 23 for like almost 1.5 weeks now. And he beat me upon it. So I give myself some time. RJ6. That's his name on IG. RJ6. Me means I'm bad. He hold me and flag me, man. He flag me left, right, and center. In bad, man. He really, really, really bad. But certainly, let's get into the meat of the matter. What we're here for. Tomorrow I'll be doing a JPL review and preview show. Review and preview show for the matchups and the competition. Jedi said big up checking in. Man of God said up MG. Big up man of God. Jedi said smash the like button. Tevin Campbell said Goonie always a run go away. I just read that. Tevin said right now me give you 6 because we are gonna. Roger and William said MG. Any update on Nelson? No update on Nelson as yet. So but did Nelson actually say it's coming to play? That's a question, you know. We all know that he stated that his origin is of Jamaica, but did he really, really say that he's coming to represent us? That's the big question. Certainly, that's definitely the big question. All right. So let's touch on the first issue. Now, the first issue is, are we really, really ready? And I'm not speaking about, let's speak about the players. Are the players really ready? In regards to, are they performing at their optimum best? Now, I can write a list of all the players at present moment that are gunning. And I mean really, really gunning. But the problem that I'm having is, they are gunning, but not at the level that if we say we want to compete, they're not gunning at that level. They're not. Now, I can put, say for example, I use Mikel Antonio. Domestically in the league, he's been poor. And that's a truth. In the league, he's been poor. He's scored like 5 goals in the league. That's poor. That's really, really poor. But on the other hand, in Europe, he's creating fire. He's creating havoc. Now, this is a factor that I want you guys to look at. Now, let me bring up Mikel Antonio. Because there was a big discussion surrounding Mikel Antonio. People are attacking me, think that I'm saying I'm just downgrading what Mikel Antonio has done. But I'm just stating what I've seen. Now, in the Europa Conference League, He has scored 6 goals with 2 assists in 6 games. 6 goals, 2 assists in 6 games. Now, we could definitely have a look on the teams that he has played against in the Europa Conference League and make a proper assessment of the league itself. So, one of the teams that he plays, I think it's these are the teams that he played. And let me know if you guys know this team. Sicklenberg. He played against Anderlecht. Anderlecht twice. Sicklenberg. FCSB. Let me check out who is FCFB. Let me check that out. Which team is that? FCFB. I think that's Basel. Is that Basel? No, actually, no, it's not. FCFB. They're in the. This is which league is this? I'm trying to find which league is this. All right, so that's the problem that I'm having right now. So when I look at the teams that he has scored these goals on, they're not elite level teams. Let me see if I can identify at least one elite level team that he has scored some goals on. Specifically in the Europa Conference League. Now, the reason why I'm highlighting this one is because Mikel Antonio potentially should be, or he is our best striker. He is definitely our best striker. The problem is we don't have anyone else of that ilk. We have other strikers, but not of that ilk. Now, he scored against some team. I think the best team, the strong teams are. All right, let me be honest. None of these teams are any big name teams that are in the conference. None of them. I mean, I'm being honest, people. None of them. None of these teams are in the conference league or in the big teams. Not one of them. I do believe that at this level, West Ham should be winning this league. West Ham should be. That none of these teams are really elite level. Not one of them. No. But this is where he would capitalize, or he would have gotten most of his goals in 6 goals in total with 2 assists. So that's 8-goal contribution in 7 games. And that's quite good where that is concerned. My problem is this is where now it really, really matters in the Premier League, which is where the big guns are firing. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not really done tooling what he has done so far, and specifically done tooling what he has done within the Reggae Boyz jersey. I'm not doing that. But all I'm saying is the numbers are not that great, especially for our marquee striker. We don't have anyone at that level. And he is the one who is supposed to carry the mantle. So what we're going to do now, we're going to bank on, we're going to hope that he is able to perform at his optimum best in the Gold Cup campaign. Now, can you imagine? Let's have a step back. Let's have a step back now, people. Imagine if in the Gold Cup, if we should go to the Gold Cup, and Mikel Antonio is unable to make it to the Gold Cup, what do we do then? Now, imagine that. What do we do then? Guys, please do smash that like button. As I mentioned, as I stated, it's very, very important. It's imperative that you smash that like button. Let me tell you why. It is not saying that you hit the like button. It's not telling YouTube that you hit the like button. It is telling YouTube that you actually like the video itself. You like the content of the video. You enjoy the content of the video. The content of the video is providing quality information. And you know, me love chat my fart. So, yeah, me definitely love chat my fart. So, Mikel Antonio is the first case. Certainly. But guess what? He's the best out of the lot. He is the best out of the lot. I, for one, I'm hoping, I'm praying, I do wish that we get the opportunity to bring in Johnson Clark Harris, because he is a man who I can categorically say that as a Jamaican who has represented the Reggae Boyz, he is out and out our best attacking player. Out and out, he is our best attacking player. Johnson Clark Harris. But guess what the problem is? We're still unsure of his visa, of his passport situation. No clarity where that is concerned. No clarity if he is going to come. No clarity what the situation surrounding him. So that is the problem that we have with Johnson Clark Harris. Because he's the one who is banging the goals, banging in the assists, and doing all this stuff. So for now, Mikel Antonio is a light and shining armor. We have to hope and pray that he will replicate the Europa Conference League performance and not the Premier League performance. No, but certainly though, it does have a lot of value where not only goal scoring is concerned, his hold-up play, his physicality, his agility, his work rate. These aspects of him is quite significant, very very significant. Tevin Campbell said from the team from Belgium, a good team was Nicholson team before he go to Russia. Yeah, definitely good team, but not of the elite ilk, not of the elite ilk. Big up Eagle Republic. No bad news this time, Eagle Republic. No bad news at all. Brian Martin said, yo, MG, the place hot, bro. Me and you need to talk. Fam, link up when you are free up tomorrow. Zine. Tomorrow. Alright, so I'm supposed to go to passport office tomorrow. Alright, Brian, yo, just shout me a man and let me know where I go on. I don't know, say, yeah, man with the link, you know. I am on the link, you know, Brian. You make things happen. You know what I mean? Anyways, all right. So let's touch on the next player that we want to look at. Now, the reason I'm doing this, people, I'm asking the question: are we really ready for the Gold Cup? Are the players that we have really, really ready for the Gold Cup? No, you know, I don't need to touch on anyone else. I don't necessarily need to touch on anyone else because when I run through all the other players, there's a lot of mediocre numbers or digits that they're bringing in. Leon Bailey, yeah, 1 and 2 perform. This season, I can't say it's actually a fairly good season. You see spurts of what he can do. Then you also see the bad side of Leon Bailey. But certainly, that's one aspect of it. But all I'm saying is, are we really, really ready for the Gold Cup campaign? Now, when you look at the opponents that we're likely to face, and let me highlight most recently, as I did a video on USA, bringing in the likes of following Balogun, and you have to sit back and say, Balogun at this moment in League A, I think he's the third leading goal scorer. Is it third? Let me check. I think he's right. I think he's third. Let me check. My apologies. I didn't really necessarily plan to talk about him because I didn't really. But let me check. France, Copa de France. Nope. Why am I on that? Oh yeah, good. Just found it. Let's see where Balogun is at. Oh, no, he's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. He's actually 5th. So, Kylian Mbappe on 26. Alexandre Lacazette on 25. Wow. My word. My God. Then Jonathan David on 21. Diallo on 20. Balogun on 19. Actually joined. Louis Openda is also on 19 as well. Certainly. Young. Talented youngster. Talented youngster. Now, when you see these teams bringing these elite level strikers, like what USA is doing, I for one personally, I'm saying, whoa. I said, whoa, crazy. David Jackson said, what about Great? Nah, Great. He's not having the best of the best season actually. Gray is a good player in personally. But you could actually say that it's because of the team that he's playing for. But this season, where numbers are concerned, Leon Bailey has better goal scoring attributes this season, goal scoring numbers, than that of Demarai Gray. Foster Link suggestion said, when the Gold Cup starts, for us, it starts on the 24th of June. David Jackson said, we're never ready yet. We always look at players, Tapa style, LOL. Tevin Cam said, Bailey 11 goal contribution, not bad. 11 goal contribution for a winger, not 11 goal contribution in 30 odd games. That's not even 50%, actually. That's not even hitting 50. So you have to hit 50% to get the pass mark. You're Tevin. You have to hit 50%. E group of the Virgin, you are talking about Johnson Clark Arts and you don't even have a remember, I did stated that E group public. I did stated that. People, we have almost 90 persons on the in the chat, and we haven't even hit 40 likes. And as I stated earlier, the reason why it's important for you guys to hit the like button is solely because it tells the YouTube algorithm that you enjoy the content that you are currently watching, and because you enjoy the content so much, you press that like button. So that's why it's important. And if you don't press the like button, it's telling YouTube that this man is chatting madness. Yep, people, me know some is a chat madness. Me know we are a chat madness. Mark Hamilton said, when is the Reggae Boyz practice match? The Reggae Boyz are practice match coming up. I think it's the 13th the 15th and the 19th. The 15th is against, I think it's Qatar. Then the 19th is against Jordan. Let me check that. Let me confirm. I do believe that is accurate, but let me confirm. I don't know people in the chat for it. Oh yeah, so the 19th Jordan and the 15th is Qatar. Good. Hey, my brain is not bad as how I really thought it is. No, certainly. So when you look at our players individually, they're not really creating waves. And the question is, should we be concerned that our players are not creating waves? Should we really be concerned that our players are not really hitting the heights that we want? Because we are going to go up against players that are hitting heights that are doing well. Now, at present moment, I would say that our best player at this moment, the most outstanding reggae boy, the one who's having a brilliant season, the best player I would say at this moment, I have to say, is Ethan Pinnock. I have to say it. Andre Blake having a brilliant season as well. I have to commend him on that. But Ethan Pinnock, in regards to the levels, Ethan Pinnock, I have to say, is our most outstanding player. As I already alluded to, Arsenal wanted him, quite a few, and I don't think that Ethan Pinnock will be staying at Brentford. So, certainly. So, if you should look at all the players that we have at present moment for various positions, so let's look at Amar Bell, left wing back position. Amar Bell at left wing back position, who is actually having a good season, but that is a championship. In comparison to the players that Mexico will have, the players that Canada will have, the players that USA is going to have. So these three teams are our immediate rivals. And their players are playing at the highest level. Being highly competitive. Being highly competitive. And doing well. So even if we should speak about Amar Bell, we're speaking about the championship. We're speaking about the championship. Just to say, as I would say, Johnson Clark Harris. We're not speaking about the highest level as well. Despite him scoring that amount of goals, we're not speaking about the highest level. So let's look at Johnson Clark Harris, who has scored 26 goals. I think it's roughly about 26 or 27 goals so far this season. In comparison to Balogun, who has scored 19 at a high level. Jonathan David, think he's on 21 at a high level. So we're speaking about Amar Bell, who's now playing centre back. Then we're gonna look at Zimmerman. So each player that we have, we could put a contrast in comparison with other team players that are actually playing at a higher level than every one of our players that are playing good. So that's why I said Mikel Antonio, brilliant. I do believe that Mikel Antonio, if you should compare for two different type of strikers, Balogun and Mikel Antonio, two different type of strikers. Mikel Antonio, a lot of experience. I do believe that Balogun has a higher ceiling than Antonio. I think he is a better finisher than Antonio. But Antonio do have work rate and all these other physicality and all these other attributes, which is quite good. Now you could also say, will Balogun be able to sustain the physicality in the CONCACAF, which is more so less technical. Well, this is a technical league, but it's more physical. But Big Dylan said Antonio is better right now. But Big Dylan, in all caps, Antonio scored 19 goals in all caps. Well, in 19 goal contribution. Whilst Balogun has 19 goals alone in his league. Balogun has 19 goals alone in his league. So let me have a look at his statistics. 19 goals in his league, 2 assists. Let me see what other competition. Well, those are all competition. In 34 appearances, 5 yellow cards. So he has been quite consistent. Not only that, but his match ratings also have been very, very consistent in the 70s. His match ratings have been very, very consistent in the 70s. Eagle probably said, MG, you cannot go too hard on Boza. Players like Quincy Promise, Sobolov and Blade are no slouch. Boza is on the bench with Victor Moses. Boza joined Spartak when some people were injured. Rodriguez said Antonio is playing a harder league though. Sat, yes, he's better than Antonio. Alright, so I do believe that experience and all this, Antonio have all of these things over him. Experience and all that. But I still believe that finishing wise, Forlan Balogun could be a better finisher than Mikel Antonio. Finishing wise, people. I'm talking about finishing wise. As I stated, Mikel Antonio have all of these other assets. The work rate and all these things. But finishing wise, Balogun is superb, people. Look, people, if you ever see some of the goals, with Balogun, some crazy goals Balogun score. Crazy goal. G. Rodriguez said Balogun a machine. Big Dylan said plus he scored the most goals for West Ham in EPL. 5 goals. Big Dylan 5 goals for sure. Poor West Ham has been this season. Lanreza said Balogun need to prove himself more. Big Dylan said he had the record 60 odd goals in the EPL. Yeah, I agree with that, Big Dylan, but over the duration of how long? Overall, we are going to speak about him at a peak season when he's young and fresher. And you said compare the league. Alright, yes. The English Premier League is definitely a more difficult league. I have to say that. It is a more difficult league. I have to say that. But let me tell you something that I realize. You see when you see some players who are natural finisher. It comes like it doesn't really matter where they go, they will score goals. Lacazette came to EPL and he scored like roughly about 10, 12, 13 goals. No, Lacazette is back into League A and he's on 25 goals. Just 1 goal behind Kylian Mbappe. So it is an easier league, but certainly the finisher doesn't. The finisher is all boiled down to the characteristics of the individual. Guys, smash the like button, people. Please smash the like button. G. Rodriguez said, plus it's not a Big 6 team in League A. That's true. and he's not a big six team, but look how well he is doing. Not and he's not in a big six team. That definitely showcase something. That speaks. I think that speaks for itself. Let me see something. So to score that amount of goals, so imagine. So his team, Reims, let me say, they're 11th on the table, 11th, and they scored a total of 42 goals, and he contributed 19, almost 50% of the goals that the team scored. Well, goal contribution, he has 50% of the goals that the team scored. So imagine him, and he's competing with the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Lacazette, and all these guys. So imagine him in a better team with more qualities around him. So imagine, for a young striker, those numbers are brilliant. Only said Antonio is a true number, and I'm putting my money on him. He is definitely. But there's no record of Mikel Antonio scoring a lot of goals. He's not a purebred goal scorer. For example, Johnson Clark is a purebred goal scorer. You always see him scoring 19 plus 20 goals. You always see him seeing him scoring that. But Mikel Antonio is not a purebred goal scorer. Not a purebred. He's not a purebred. Now, let's look at our wide options. Demarai Gray, Kaim Paris, Leon Bailey. And out of all of those names that I've called, and Jamal Lowe, and out of all of those names that I've called, you can put in Bob Reed in it as well. Leon Bailey has the best statistics. And he's not having that brilliant season. A season where people are going to say, oh my word. No. But yet still, he has the best statistics. So it goes to ask the question again. Are we really, really ready for the Gold Cup campaign? Can we go into the Gold Cup campaign where our striker in his domestic league, our striker scored 15 goals for the season? In all competition, he played roughly like about 5 competitions. About four competitions. Whilst Mexico striker, Canada striker, USA striker are scoring more than that. And some of these guys are playing in one competition. Really going not a purebred. Same, not in form, I agree, but not a true goal scorer. We are missiles apart on that one. Alright, so O'Neal, give me a season where Mikel Antonio scored 20 goals. So give me a season, O'Neal, where Mikel Antonio scored 20 goals. And I'm not talking about overall, domestically. Give me a season where domestically Mikel Antonio scored 20 goals. And we're seeing a 21-year-old striker score 19 goals with a couple of games left. Certainly. And he has a lot more to learn. King Job said Antonio is coming from right. Exactly. He's coming from right back. He's not a purebred goal. He's not a purebred goal scorer. Igor probably said people tend to forget that Mikel Antonio began his career as right back. Even so, he's still considered among the best. Scoring goal is not our problem. We don't create the chances. It's our issue. That is so true. And I love the fact that they bring up the issue. So let's move on now to our chance creators. Let's move to our chance creators. Mark Hamilton score back to back for Jamaica. Yeah, for us, brilliant. No, I'm just speaking in context of all our strikers. He is our best striker at present moment. But if you should compare him to the other strikers in the region, in the region, he would stand out, yes, but his numbers, his quality is there, but his numbers are not the best. His numbers are not the best. All right, so let's move now to the midfield aspect. People, listen, I'm not downplaying Mikel Antonio. People, don't think I'm downplaying Mikel Antonio. Don't think that. He's 33 years old, people. He's 33 years old, and we have to move on. We have to move on. At some point in time, we have to move on. And we have to recognize when to move on. So, certainly. So let's move now, because goal scoring is not the major, not what it is a problem for us because we don't score a lot of goals. We average like a goal every other game or something like that. I'm not sure, but we don't score a lot of goals. Let's move to the real issue that we have in the team. Now, let me track back to the Nation League. I'm gonna have a look at the Nation League squad. Let me have a look at the Nation League squad. The squad that was selected for Nation League. And the reason why I'm doing this is I want us to have a look at, let me see, Nation League. Nope, that's not it. I want to have a look at the Nation League squad. Good. And I'm going to look specifically in the midfielder. Now, creating goals is a big problem. Guys, please do smash. I'm going for another 4 minutes. I'm not going to go over a hour. I won't go over a hour. So maybe about 40 to 45 minutes. Now, let me touch on a major issue. And this, I love the fact that someone brought up that goal scoring is not a problem. I don't think that goals. I think goal scoring is a problem, but it's like a major problem because we tend to score goals. But the problem is we don't create a lot of chances. So let's have a look at the Nation League midfield. Jonathan Russell, Bob Reed, Demara Phillips, Kevin Lambert, Daniel Johnson, Ravel Morrison, Kaim Paris. Let me say it again. Jonathan Russell, Bob Reed, Demara Phillips, Kevin Lambert, Daniel Johnson, Ravel Morrison, Kaim Paris. No, not one of these players in the midfield have surpassed 10 assists this season. Now, you can say that, boy, our midfield is not really about creating chance. Our midfield is just a workman-like type midfield. So if our midfield is a workman-like type midfield, how will our strikers score? That's the first thing. This midfield is not a creative midfield. So, excuse me. So if we should say that, boy, only one player here is a creative midfielder. Creative midfielder, and that's Ravel Morrison. And can any one of us justify this team selection with the acquisition of adding Ravel Morrison in it? If the team is called tomorrow and Ravel Morrison is in that, can any one of us justify Ravel Morrison being in the squad? Remember now, in the 2 games against Trinidad, I do believe that he was underwhelming. In the Nation League, so the question is, where will the creativity come from? Where will the creativity come from? Mark Hamilton said, can watch club ball with international ball game. I don't understand what you mean. Are you saying that we can't compare club ball to international ball game? But if you're selecting a player, they must be doing well at the club level. Right? Right, Mark Hamilton? If you are going to select a striker, that striker must be doing well at club level. Imagine if you're going to select a striker. Just imagine this. And all of those strikers are not scoring any goal. How are you going to justify his selection? You can't. Because the truth is, this is the truth. Every member of any national squad have been selected based off their league performance. You will have the anomalies where one and two players who are just they're just a system player. Let me give you an example, like Olivier Giroud. He's a system player. So it doesn't matter what he's doing in the league, he will get called because he suits the coach's system. But remember, he is still a quality striker because guess what? His whole play and all these things, getting in killing, it's added. Big Dylan said, and he's playing too deep. That's true. Mark said, can just read that. Javali Grant said Bobby Reed can play 10. Yeah, but Bobby Reed is not really racking up the assists and these things. So how can we justify that? Onion said, you have a strong point there, MG. I wonder if Bailey can be the creative spark, but Bailey's not creating a lot of chance as well. Alright, so let me have a look at Leon Bailey so far this season. Let's see how many big chances have Leon Bailey created this season. Let me go Leon. Alright, so go over so far score and type in Leon Bailey. Let me have a look at how many big chances. So if we should say that we should try Leon Bailey as a creative outlet, we have to look at chance created. So far this season in the league, 31 appearances, started 24 games. That's actually a lot. Goals 4, expected goals 5.14. So he's actually underperforming. He should have scored more. Goal conversion 8%. Big chances created this season out of a total of 31 appearances is 7. So let me aggregate that. 31 divided by 7. So every 4 game, Leon Bailey create a big chance. Every 4 game that he has played this season, he created a big chance. Now the question is that really sufficient enough? Is that sufficient enough? Can we clearly say that, boy, that is really, that's good numbers? Ladies and gentlemen, when did we play against Man City? Roger said, Bobby Reed is our best player in the EPL at the moment. That is my opinion. I don't agree with that opinion, Roger Grant. I think Ethan Pinnock is our best player in the EPL. In the EPL specifically, Ethan Pinnock is in my perspective, as I said, I don't agree because my views are different. Not saying that everyone should disagree. I'm just saying my view is different. I strongly believe that Ethan Pinnock has been so far our best and most consistent player for the Reggae Boyz in the Premier League. In the Premier League. Let me see if I can bring up Ethan Pinnock. Details, Ethan Pinnock. I think Ethan Pinnock is actually in the Premier League, is in top 10 centre backs in the Premier League. So he has played 28 games and he has started all 28 games. All of them. Minutes played 90. 2 team of the week. Scored 2 goals. That's nice. That's nice to see. His goal conversion rate is actually 17%. I remember we just look at Leon Bailey goal conversion, which is at 8%. Let me see. Passing. Key passes. Not a lot. But his numbers are quite phenomenal. As a defender, he has very, very good numbers. 1.3 interception, tackles 1.7, 0.1 possession, 1 dribble pass 0.2, less than, we rarely get dribble pass. 7.2 clearance, successful dribble 67%, total duels 1, 71%, ground duels 78%, aerial duels 67%. So he has really good numbers. No yellow cards, that's strange. So he has really, really good numbers. He's having a brilliant season, I have to say. Onion said, forget the stats, MG, because Bailey have to play the position he is asked. Look at his ability to create opportunity. If asked to take on the role, I think he can. No, the thing is, you have to look at what he has done. You can't look at what he could have been doing, what he can do, what he should have been doing. You have to look at what he has done. You have to look at that, what he has done. Because, let me tell you something. I'm not a coach. So, Anil, we might think that, boy, we know better. And we might say, we believe, say, if Liam Bailey did have played this particular position, he would have done a lot better. We can tell ourselves that. Boy, you know, if Bailey not play the position, though, him not create more chance or this or that. If he was doing this, we can tell ourselves that. But he's under the elite coaches. And at the elite level. O'Neal, I don't think that we have that knowledge. I don't think that we have that knowledge like those coaches. And maybe you do, but certainly for me, I don't think I do. So I can't justify any of that, stating that he should be doing this or should be doing that. I can't justify that. I just can't. So, chance creation, that's a big problem. Eagle Republic said, I strongly believe that Ethan Pinnock should be given the captain armband. I don't think Andre Blake are going to lose that. Guys, that's what. 23 likes away from hitting the 100 mark, 23. Yeah, people, so I would really appreciate if we hit the 100 mark, though. I would really appreciate it. We have over 100 persons watching right now. I'm sure 23 out of the 100 can smash that like button and bring it up. And as I said, it's good for the YouTube algorithm. It tells the algorithm that you not just only hit the like button, but you enjoy the content. You are getting some substance or substantive information from the video. So that's the importance of hitting the like button. And YouTube's going to say, hey, you know what? These particular amount of persons like the video. And it looks like it's quality. Let's see if they will also like it. And to show them to recommend it to more people. Mark Almond said, look at Messi in his early international career. Roger Grant said, Pinnock for captain, but I think he needs to talk more. I'm not sure. Listen, the first time I see Pinnock when me see Pinnock with my own two eyes, I could not believe the levels. And when I saw him, I'm like, what the heck? When he was in training, remember that when they all came here, the first time Ethan Pinnock came here, I was at the National Stadium watching him on training, and I was like, what the heck? Is that really the level that a centre back should be at? Is that really? And let me tell you people, it is very, very high. His understanding of the game, his reading of the game. Alright, let me tell you something. The first thing that I saw what he did, there was a training session at Stadium East. There was a particular training session at Stadium East. And he had the ball at the corner flag. And I think it was Jamal Lowe. So he had it on the left corner flag. So he had the one at the goal at corner flag. And he pinged the ball with his left foot. It was the left-sided corner flag. He pinged the ball, a diagonal pass. I mean, like, the game was moving, the session was moving really fast. And he pinged the ball. When he hit that ball, the ball dropped right on the toes. Right on Jamal Lowe toe point. Right on Lowe toe. I'm like, I said, really? I said, blows our skirt. And people may tell us that the man move fast, the tempo, the pace of man move, I say, oh, where or how? When they get time to think about what they man do. So me I watch a training session and I get tired just by the amount of activity. Yeah, it's a static, people. Ethan Pinnock, different. O'Neal said, I'm sure it's not buck up. O'Neal, no, me I tell him. Watch the Premier League, O'Neal. You will see it in the Premier League. Guys, we are 12 likes away from hitting the 100 mark. Just 12. I don't think it's buck up, O'Neal. Roger said, remember academy him come from. No, man, I tell him, man. Ethan Pinnock, different. You ever use the term different gravy? Ethan Pinnock, me see him for myself, and I can vouch for it, say, Ethan Pinnock, a different gravy. People, close off a show now. That's how I kind of just a chat some random stuff. Now, the next player I see is Mikel Antonio. And let me tell you this, people. If anyone on the comment section watch Mikel Antonio in training, he never start for you. You'd have never put him on the pitch. I mean, he is horrible in training. Them a kick, like something like box and forward. No, not box and forward. Them a do shooting drills. And me I tell us everything outside I see them. Everything he might keep down a vineyard town. Everything. If anyone know a coach, we not pick Ethan Pinnock. If we just say a training session, we not Ethan Pinnock. My apologies. Mikel Antonio. We not pick him. We not use him. Me I telling people, we not use him. He is horrible in training. But guess what? It's when he whistle. It's when he whistle blow. Jeez, man. Peace, man. Tevin Cam said, Guno, how many big chances did Bailey create against Tottenham? I think he created roughly about 2 or 3. I think he created about 2 or 3. Onion said, I warm the general warm the guns. Warm up where? May I tell him, man? A free kick, remember me have a free kick competition I do on my channel. Think who did win that? It was between Bobby Reed. It was between Bobby Reed and Ravel Morrison. 2 of them went to the final. For those who don't know, Bobby Reed can kick free kick, people. For those who don't know, Bobby Reed can kick free kick. Bobby Reed can kick free kick. And he missed a big chance in Tottenham game. Yeah, he did. Tevin Campbell said 4 big chances. How will you watch go now? How much me say? No 3 me say. 3 me say or 2. But I say go. And so far score tell me say him created 7 big chances entire season. So one game you have 4 of them in 8. See? But that's just a part of the sport. See? That's definitely a part of the sport. That's definitely a part of the sport. Big deal, that's why I tap on not start him. Hey, nobody with the foolishness, big deal, man. Nobody with the foolishness. Dre said, what do you think? What do you think is the best centre back duo Jamaica have? Oh, best centre back duo. I like Joey Latibody here. I think he's a good centre back. I know Ethan Pinnock for sure. Ethan Pinnock. Maybe Ethan Pinnock, Leon Moore. Maybe Ethan Pinnock, Leon Moore. Maybe. Javier Brown said Shamar I go hardly get game because them bring in Gray. No, but Boza play striker. More than like a 4-4-2 and Antonio and Boza. E-Group probably said West Arden deserve a recall. Interesting. I haven't heard much about West Arden in a good while. Let me see what is. Let me have a look at see if I can find to see how well he has been doing. Let me have a look at him at Rotherham. The championship. Played a lot of games. 44. 44 hold on, let me see something. Let me check this first. Good. 44 appearances. 33 starts. One-time team of the week. Scored 1 goal. 3 assists. Not bad. Touches 46.1 per 90. Key passes 0.3. Big chance created 5. These statistics are not bad, you know. Actually quite good. They're quite good. They're actually quite good. Committed 2 penalties. Clearance per game 2.7. In comparison, Ethan Pinnock was almost about 7.9. Ooh. Yeah, these statistics are really good. I haven't really gotten much information. I haven't seen much game for him. Roger said any too good JPL centre back is the best. Easy enough. Big up Travis, big up. Mark Hamilton said, I think they must carry Whisper. Lulu said, MG, me just forward. Respect me, brother. The Margaret passport reach yet. According to, I think it was this and that Sports TV did a video and they spoke to the Gen Sec and it seems like the Margaret is sorted. And the interviews on this and that Sports TV, so you can check it out. He have a good season. Only said which. Leonard said Arden have a better start. Arden have a better stats than Loris. Not sure. Chavez said so. Either Bell or Casey Palmer coming to the EPL. I think a Luton are going to win it. I think Luton are going to win it. You know. Travis. I think Luton are going to win it. So I think Bell is coming. Eagle Papa said West Arden is still only 26 years old. Yeah, I'm young. I cannot say I can't deny him. I say it does. I think he deserves. I think he would. I would say deserves a recall. I would agree with that. But the question is, why hasn't he gotten a recall though? That's the question. He is one strange case. He's a really, really strange case. And he has not, it's not like the case in that he has done bad for us. He has actually performed well since he played for us. So it was quite surprising to not see him back. And we haven't gotten any clarification surrounding him. Guys, only 3 minutes to go. Only 3 minutes left, people. Only 3 minutes left. Lawrence Johnson said we need Lewis Baker in a Jamaica midfield. He is a player that I would be ecstatic about. If we get Lewis Baker, I would say we have a very good. Well, we still need more. Our midfield is lacking. Our midfield is lacking, people, and that's the truth. Our midfield is really, really lacking. So Lewis Baker would be a brilliant addition. But who is going to play with him? Ravel Morrison. I've dropped off the ball significantly. I'm hoping that he can refine it, regain back his form and his level of consistency. Really, really hoping that. Maybe Daniel Johnson. We might see him back. I'm not sure. Big Dylan said Lewis sending his papers. We will see. Jay said feel like Alex Marshall forget a chance still. Why my baller that still no, but me no know. But that I think who am I gonna replace? I don't know at all. I can't see him go over Gray, Bailey and none of these players. Even though Alex I'm a baller. Nicky English said Alex really big deal said Lewis Baker and John Russell in midfield for me. John Russell, who I believe is going to be pivotal in this upcoming campaign. He's going to be important. So Lewis Baker, even if we're going with a 4-4-2 with Lewis Baker and John Russell in midfield, that's actually a good midfield. Out wide, Bobby Reed or Jamal Lowe or Leon Bailey. Up front, Antonio Boza. Right back. Ooh. Right back. Maybe Arden. If I would think that I personally would want to see Lembikisa at our right back. I would love to see Lembikisa at our right back. If not, Arden would be a good outlet. Left back, that's between Bell and that's a strong, powerful player, man. Greg Lee. Centre back, Damian Lowe is there. Ethan Pinnock is there. I think Mariappa is still gonna come again. I think we won't escape Mariappa. Because I think Mariappa is also on his way to doing his coaching badges. I think he's gonna do his coaching badges. Wells. Centre back. I would love to see Latibody coming in. Not sure if he will, but I would love to see him. Alright, anyways, people, we have hit the hour mark. And I want to say thank you very much for helping me to reach a 100 like margin. We have discussed all the necessary topics. It's now 10:31 my time, Jamaican time. Certainly, I'm looking forward to see what is going to happen. Anyways, people, I have to go now, people. My sincere apologies where that is concerned. I have to go now. So hopefully, guys are doing good. People, please, people, be safe out there. Take care of yourself. It's dangerous time, people. We will pick up this argument. We will pick up this discussion tomorrow. I love the fact that you guys coming in. As you can see, comfort of my own home. I've been drinking something nice, some nice drink from night, Yeah, enjoying my night. Hopefully you guys are doing good, people, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know, so we'll have more videos to do. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, so people. So have a good night's sleep, people. Have a really, really good night's sleep, and take care of yourself and look after your family, people. It's dangerous times. God bless, people. God bless. God save. And I'll see you guys again. And this has been a good one. MG Sports TV, people. We are